Good evening. Welcome to Impact. This is one of our youth groups. It is Tuesday, March 13th. I want to thank those of you that have stayed faithful. I know it's been hard, a year and 2 months of just videos only. But I got good news for you. I hope, anyway. Two churches that have said yes to us, or one yes, the other one technically yes. The one that did say yes, we're not sure whether it'll be too expensive for us to rent. They are meeting tonight to talk about it, and hopefully they'll call me tomorrow. But then another church that I'm kind of excited about, that's going to meet next Sunday night, that I've rented before, and there was encouraging conversation with them that they'd be willing to rent to us at a much less price, even less than what we paid at Palms Elementary. And it's possible, again, this is really early stages, so it is possible that they'll let us meet there also with our youth groups. And it is even possible, I offered this to them, they have a very small youth group, there's only like 50, 60 people that attend their church also, that maybe we could combine with their youth group, and then I could lead both groups. So that's a possibility. So a lot of possibilities. Okay, so I'm excited, and hopefully something will come to fruition with it. Good morning, good evening, one. So let me say a quick prayer. Father, I pray that you continue to open doors for us. God, we're hungry to meet together again. We're hungry to see the youth and have the youth fellowship, and it's just so important for them. So God, open up the doors for us, please. Amen. All right. Morning. Good evening, one. We're going to look at another big word from the Bible, and the word is admirable. Admirable, or you could say admirable, but it's really pronounced admirable. It means to be deserving of being looked up to or respected. There's almost nothing better for a person than having people tell you that they respect you and they look up to you. That's just a great feeling. Have any of you ever had someone tell you that they really respect you, that they look up to you? If you're a young person and there's and youth that are younger than you comment about how they respect you and look up to you, that's just a positive thing, and just a great feeling. You'll know that you're living a godly life when people tell you that. When people tell you that they look up to you, that they respect you, you know then that you're living a godly life. Now, I've been fortunate in my life to having people tell me this at different times. And I'm going to share why I think that this happens, so that you can know how you could get people to respect you and look up to you. First, because I show respect to others. I show respect to others regardless of who they are. I show respect to others if they're way younger than I am. I show respect to others if they're older than I am. I show respect to others if they're richer than I am or poorer than I am. No matter what, I show respect to everyone. I show respect to people that can't even speak my language. I show respect to them. My hope is that you've received respect from me. I'm hoping that some of you young people and others watching this, that you have witnessed that respect from me, that I've respected you. I would hate to think that there's anybody watching this that says that thought that I didn't respect them, because I try hard with my life. I try hard to respect everybody. I don't care who you are, or how old you are, or how young you are. So I pray that you've received that respect from me. And then secondly, because I try very hard to live a godly life serving others. People will respect you when you put their needs ahead of your own needs. People respect that. And that's what Jesus calls us to do. That's what God calls us to do. He says, don't just look out for your own needs. He says, look out for the needs of others. So when you look out for the needs of others, even to the point where you put their needs ahead of your own needs, people will respect you. Third, because people will respect you when they see that you have a genuine love for Jesus, that you have that you're not ashamed of Jesus. I have this jacket that was given to me 3 years ago, and on the back of it says Jesus over everything in gray big print. It covers all my back, and I'm so used to wearing it now that when I go somewhere and someone says, like your jacket, I kind of take it, and then I go, oh yeah, okay, thanks. I'm not ashamed. I wear Jesus on my back, and I'm not ashamed to wear it, because I'm hoping that wherever I go, I model my Christian walk. It's kind of like, how many of you have you ever seen somebody driving recklessly and then they pass you and in the back there's a fish symbol or a cross symbol or some kind of a Christian symbol? Not a very good witness, is it? So I'm not going to wear this shirt, this coat, this jacket with Jesus over everything on my back if I'm not trying to live a godly life. So that people will respect you when you have a genuine love for Jesus. And then fourth, when you're willing to give your time, your talents, your resources, and yes, even your money to help others. When you are willing, sometimes for some people that have a lot of money, money's easy to give, but their time is precious to them. And then the others that don't have much money and maybe have a little bit more time, their money's precious to them. So if you don't have much money and you're still willing to use it to help others, boy, they're going to respect you. When you don't have much time and you're willing to use it, for people will respect you. Dave Sloan, you'll remember Dave Sloan. Dave Sloan, I text him to go and look at the church that we're looking at, that we're thinking of renting. And he is so busy. He is so busy, that guy. He puts in a lot of hours. And he says, boy, I'm going to try to get by there this afternoon to take a look at that church. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to call him to find out whether he had a chance to go by. I respect him if he did, because I know how little time he has. And if he was willing to give up some of that time to go look at I respect that. So people will respect you when you're willing to do that. So I could go on and on, but I think you get the idea of what I'm talking about now, what it means to have people respect you. So the question is, how admirable are you? How admirable are you? Do your peers respect you? Do your peers look up to you? I hope so. I hope so. Jesus says we're supposed to be a light to the world. He says you don't hide a light, you put a light up where it gives light to everything. We're that light. We're not much of a light if people don't respect us. We're not much of a light if they don't look up to us. They're only going to respect us and look up to us if we are that light. Let's hear what God has to say this in some scriptures here. In Proverbs 11:16, it says, a kind-hearted person gains respect. A kind-hearted person gains respect. But a greedy person gains only wealth. So there's a lot of wealthy people out there. They're greedy. They're not satisfied with 10 million. They want 20 million. They're not satisfied with 20 million. They want a billion. They're not satisfied with a billion. They want a trillion. They're greedy. And when you're greedy, people don't respect you when you're greedy. They don't respect that. But when you're kind-hearted, it says that person gains respect. And then in 1 Thessalonians 4:12, it says this. Make sure that your daily life should win the respect of outsiders, so that you will not be dependent. The way you live your life should gain the respect even of unbelievers, not just other believers, but unbelievers. I live in a neighborhood where there's unbelievers in my neighborhood, but my prayer is that they respect me. They don't hear me arguing with my wife. They don't hear me slamming the door. They don't hear me speeding out with my car out of the driveway down the street. I'm hoping that I'm admirable, that they respect me, because they're not going to listen to you if they don't respect you. We're supposed to share our faith. They're not going to listen to you if they don't respect you, if they don't look up to you. So it says, live your daily life so that even unbelievers respect you. And then in 1 Thessalonians 5:12, God says this, now we ask you to respect those who work hard among you and who are over you in the Lord. God said, respect those, your pastor, your youth pastor, your worship pastor. He says, respect them if they work hard for the Lord. Well, that's been my hope. That's been my hope, that you who are young people that attend the youth group, that you see how hard I work for you. Any adults watching, that you see how hard I work for you. Now, I don't say this boastfully, but I know that most pastors do one message a week. That's what they do. They give a message on Sunday mornings. I prepare 12 lessons every week. 12 lessons that I prepare every week. And they get paid a healthy salary. I do it for free. So I'm hoping that I win respect because of that. So it says, respect those who work hard among you, who are over you in the Lord. And then in Titus 2:7 and 8, it says this, in everything set an example by doing what is good, so that those who oppose you will be ashamed because they have nothing bad to say about you. Well, I love this. And everything, set an example by doing what is good, and then people won't have anything bad to say about you. Even if they don't like you, they can't come up with it. They can't find anything bad to say about you. Wouldn't you love to live that kind of a life? Wouldn't you love to live a life where the people that disagree with you or don't maybe don't even like you can't think of anything bad to say about you? Now you know you're living a godly life. And then finally in 1 Peter 2:17, it says this, show proper respect to everyone. God says, now you show respect to everyone, because then they will show respect to you. Show respect and get respect. I hope you learned something tonight. I know I see now mostly adults that are watching this, but I know that some youth will watch it later on. I hope you learned something tonight from God. Both Juans, Juan Lira and Juan Guzman. I hope you both learned something here from God tonight. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Appreciate those of you that share these videos, and I pray that God spoke to you tonight. Okay, God bless you. Have a great night. Remember, tomorrow morning 8:00 we'll have our daily devotion, and then tomorrow night at 7 will be our next youth message for Crash. God bless you all. Have a great night.